Are you a man or your boy? Do it.
Yeah!
Welcome back to another episode of Wrestle Capsule, where you're going to be getting your weekly dose of pro wrestling talk. And I'm your host, B. So welcome back to the show. I'm just going to be pinpointing some things that I want to discuss in this episode. And just to let you guys know, I was fully aware that Triple H was not going to be at Raw prior to it actually showing. And I knew that Road Dogg was going to be in his place, just making sure that the machine still moved while he was gone, getting better. And I could tell a little bit off. There's just a few things I just wasn't feeling. So let's just get down to it. So what was cool with Monday Night Raw was that it started off with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley continuing their feud, and they're just fighting and beating each other up because Brock Lesnar came out and was just ready to go, and Bobby Lashley was ready to go because he done lost his United States Championship to Seth Rollins last week. So they're out there fighting impromptu brawl, and the locker room comes out. WWE officials come out trying to break these two humongous men up, and that was a dope way to start Monday Night Raw, because I saw it as like a clap back to SmackDown. As you guys remember, on SmackDown last Friday, it started off with the accident and Drew McIntyre beating the freak out of Karrion Kross in the parking lot. And then you come to Raw, and then you got Brock and Bobby going at it in the ring. So I'm just like, okay, if we just go starting off shows like this, like I'm here for that. Like that was a dope way to start it off. Now I'll be honest with you guys. I was excited for the OC to come back to WWE, but the match between the OC and Alpha Academy, I wasn't into it. Not saying that is bad. It wasn't a bad match. It's just, I think I might be getting over Alpha Academy at this point. I'm seeing them every single week, and I get it. The Raw tag team roster is slim pickings. Like it's just tiny. There needs to be more actual tag teams on the Raw roster for the men. I get that. Bring them out again and again, because I mean, you ain't got that many on there. But I didn't really care. I didn't really care for that match. Nothing was really holding me. But what happened after the match definitely held my attention, because it went right back to AJ Styles, and then of course the OC is involved because, you know, there's his boys, you know. And then you have the Judgment Day. Yo, what was freaking funny was Dominik coming out of his show. I gotta say, I'm definitely seeing improvement. Like, he still has a lot more to go, but what I can appreciate is the fact that every single week you're seeing something better, and we're literally watching Dominik grow before our eyes. Like, the way, like, do not ever talk about Rhea Ripley in front of Dominik Mysterio, or he better not be an earshot of someone talking about Rhea Ripley, because he would clap back so quick. He would get on the mic and have no cares, give no F's about it. Like, he does not care. He would defend Rhea Ripley to the death. And he's like talking to AJ, and it's funny because AJ Styles, like, he not gonna take no crap from nobody. He a country boy, he don't play no games. And he challenged Dominik Mysterio, and the moment Dominik was starting to look a little like apprehensive,
Are you a man or your boy? Do it.
Yeah!
I'm just like, what the freak kind of y'all? And of course Dominik is like, yeah, let's go. Like, he just shifted. It was so freaking funny. I'm just like, I'm telling you, he is whipped. Like, dude is whipped. What I'm realizing now more than ever with the AJ Styles and Dominik match was, though we all love Rey Mysterio, He's a freaking legend. I feel like him being on the same show as Dominik, him being like to the hip with Dominik, and I get that that's his son. He wants to make sure that his career goes the way it should. He wants the best for him. He wants to protect him. But I felt like in a way that was kind of hindering him moving forward and becoming his own superstar in WWE, becoming his own wrestler. And I saw a difference in the way that Dominik was on the mic, the way that he was in the ring. Now let's just put it on the table. When you fight AJ Styles, AJ's gonna freak you up, and this was no exception because AJ Styles was freaking Dominik up. The only reason why Dominik won was because, of course, Judgment Day had to interfere. But I will give Dominik kudos, and it just makes sense. And I feel like Ray was a crutch to him. And now that Ray is on SmackDown and Dominik is still on Raw with Judgment Day, and he's around Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, he is going to grow as a wrestler, and we're just going to continue to see him grow more and more as the weeks go on. Can I just say that I love that Mustafa Ali was clapping back against Seth freaking Rollins. Seth is out there in the ring, and of course he's gloating because he's now the United States champion and how he's going to freak up Matt Riddle, and he's just gloating and celebrating his win. And can we just talk about the fact that this man looked like he was a human fruit roll-up wearing all red. He comes out with the weirdest outfit. Ali comes out and he's like, yo, Bobby Lashley owes me a shot at the United States Championship. And Seth is like,
I'm not Bobby Lashley. I don't know why you're telling me, sir. I just won this. This is my championship belt.
Ali was not hearing that. And now Mustafa Ali and Seth freaking Rollins are beefing. And I'm here for it. And I love the fact that Seth freaking Rollins was being booed because for the longest time, this heel version of Seth has been cheered. Lately, he's really been cheered, and the fans have really been behind him, which is weird because, like I said, he's a heel. So to put him up against Mustafa Ali, who is the underdog, who is the wrestler with so much potential, who can clap back on the mic and show off in the ring, like, it just makes sense for the fans to get behind Ali, and I just love that dynamic. It just puts everything back the way it should be in my mind. Now, I will say this, even though I have been talking some smack about Damage Control, constructive criticism. I don't just, you guys know me on Wrestle Capsule, I don't just, bash wrestlers or a wrestler just to bash them. Like, I will critique and try to give constructive criticism. So even with Damage Control, that's no different. So even though I have not been the biggest fan of Damage Control, this match between Bianca Belair and Candace LeRae versus Damage Control, I definitely saw improvement on Damage Control side. Now, guys, like, there is some spots where Candace LeRae was just looking, it just wasn't computing for me, but she still has some ring rust and she's getting it off. But she's a professional, and I normally love her in the ring, so I just think she just got to get right back into the groove. But Damage Control, like, even Dakota Kai, like, her kicks were a lot more sound, like, her selling was a lot better, like, her strikes were a lot better. It wasn't like one of these, like, oh, I hit you, like, no, my fist never touched your face. Yo, JBL coming back to Raw. You see that limo with the horns on the front of it, you're just like, oh shoot, that's JBL here on Monday Night Raw. I was so excited to see it, and I knew this had everything to do with Baron Corbin. And before he even introduced Baron Corbin out to have his match with Dolph Ziggler, he starts coming at Rey Mysterio, and I'm just like, hold on, you calling him a deadbeat dad? Like, you're bringing that old school beef back, and I'm just like, yes. Ever since WrestleMania 25, when Rey Mysterio and JBL were having their match for the Intercontinental Championship, and JBL lost and had to leave, like, that's just genius to bring that storyline back. And I love that the announcers brought that up as they were talking with commentary, because there's some people out there who don't even go back that far with WWE history to know the history. I said history twice, but it makes sense. JBL and Rey Mysterio. So that was genius on that part. And then it was for the Intercontinental Championship. So what belt is Rey Mysterio going for? He's having a match with Gunther for what belt? The IC title. So everything is threaded, everything is lining up, everything is making sense, and I absolutely love it. And to know that Baron Corbin is no longer Happy Corbin just brings a smile to my face. When Dexter Lumis came out with his entrance, The Miz attacked him from behind with a steel chair and fricked him up. And I'm just like, what the frick is this? I don't know what is going on with this thing. I'm thoroughly confused. Am I excited that Elias is back? Yes. But what I didn't like is the fact that Matt Riddle has become that person who interrupts storylines, who inserts himself in places where he shouldn't insert himself at. Like, I'm just like, can you stop ruining things? Matt, I love you. You're dope. You're the original bro. We get it. Like, you're cool. We're happy that you won Extreme Rules. Yay, yay, yay. But you interrupting Elias when I wanted to hear the song. And then Seth freaking Rollins interrupted Elias as well. And he was so calm about it. Like, I wanted to hear Elias' song. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about Monday Night Raw. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes coming at you. If you haven't watched my WWE Try Not to Laugh challenge video, I'm gonna link it up here. Guys can check it out. I thought it was funny. Okay, maybe it was just me. I totally failed the challenge, by the way. Like the first segment I laughed, but it was fun to make, and I'm sure you guys can just laugh with me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.